Is NYPD operating differently under Commissioner Tisch? Let's talk about it. So, every quarter, the New York Police Department will put out a press briefing where the commissioner will speak, the mayor will speak, they'll talk about quarterly stats, and they will take questions from the media. Now, there were three in 2024. We're going to look at the three that NYPD and Mayor Eric Adams put out with his commissioners. And let me know if you think anything has changed. We're going to look at some things that uh, you see a little bit different from the police department as far as their press conferences to the way they were before. Let's take a look. This is April 3rd, 2024. This is the first quarter briefing. I want you to pay attention to everything. Look who's coming in, look who's sitting down. There's a podium, a tabletop podium. That is where the commissioner sits, then the mayor, and then some of the chiefs. Let's watch. Now, here you have the deputy commissioner of public information who's responsible for communicating with the media. There goes the mayor. And then here comes the other chiefs, everyone just coming in. You see how many seats are at the
All right,
table?
good afternoon, everybody.
Okay, notice that the deputy commissioner of information is introducing, starting the whole press briefing off and introducing the mayor. Let's listen.
While we wait for everybody to take their seats, just want to thank everybody for coming to this quarterly crime briefing, first one of the year. You're going to first hear from the mayor, then the police commissioner.
Now, notice he said, we're going to hear from the mayor first, then the police commissioner. I don't know how it works. If, we're at the mayor's press briefing, you would hear from the mayor. Well, the mayor doesn't always talk first. Sometimes the mayor lets other people speak first, then the mayor comes on. But maybe the commissioner would speak first. The commissioner is the one at the podium. I don't know, but just notice how the mayor is going to speak first, and we're not going to go through the mayor's uh, speech. I have a separate video. We'll go over the different quarters of and react to those in full.
Then the chief of crime control strategies. We'll take some on-topic Q&A, and then after that, we'll reset and we'll do.
So we're counting. I mean, it's not even a full screen, but we have the mayor, we have the commissioner, we have two chiefs over here. We have about three chiefs over in the table. The table is pretty long. Okay, and this is April 3rd, 2024. Let's continue.
Do our off topics. All right, you'll get a quick briefing from Chief Shell before we do the off topics on the incident in 5-2. Then we'll take.
Now, I want to point out that uh, I was perhaps under the assumption that maybe the mayor spoke because this was right after Officer Jonathan Diller was killed. So maybe because he wanted to speak on that before everything else, that may have been the reason why he was speaking before the commissioner.
Go off topics. All right. Thank
Thanks so much, Commissioner Shepard, and thank all of you for being here. And again, we want to just really thank the men and women of the New York City Police Department.
So I'm pointing out to you that he started the press conference. The deputy commissioner of information told us that the mayor would speak first, the commissioner would speak after, and there he was speaking first, and now he's going to pass it over to the commissioner. Now, Mayor Eric Adams, he always spoke about that. He wore bulletproof vests for 22 years, and this is his police department. So, I mean, I don't know. Let's listen.
This is not about politics. It's about public safety. And what this team has done all day, all night, producing the product and making sure the product keeps our city safe. And I got their backs. And I'm going to fight hard for them. I don't want to go through another funeral where we lost a police officer or we lost a member of this city. It hurts a lot. It hurts a lot. I want to thank you, Commissioner, and the men and women who are up here, serving our city. Turn over to the police commissioner.
Um, just to point out, the three people that are shown, two of them have resigned, and it's that alleged that all of them are under investigation, and alleged that all of them have been raided. April 3rd, 2024. Let's continue.
So thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. And always, thank you for your support. On behalf of the men and women.
So you see, once again, the mayor spoke first. He passed it over to the commissioner. The commissioner said thank you. The commissioner is getting ready to speak. You could watch the video separately. I could put it in. I'll put it in the description. You could watch the whol video, but just to show you how he passed it over.
You know you're always here for us, and we appreciate that.
Now, let's go to quarter two. This is 2024 quarter two briefing, July 3rd, 2024, the day before July 4th, Independence Day. So they're going to give the quarterly stats and then give a briefing about the holiday and the safety measures that they have in place. Once again, pay attention to everything. Look how many seats are there. You see the tabletop podium. The mayor is going to sit next to the commissioner. Let's watch. 1, 2, that's public information, both of them. There goes the mayor. Here comes the chiefs. Executive team.
You on now?
And then there go the chiefs.
Okay. All right, well, everybody's getting seated. Good afternoon.
Okay. Now, I know it's a little blurb. I want you to see the difference. The first press conference, the same person you're about to look at was introducing the mayor and everyone else, except the camera was not on him. The camera stayed on the mayor and the commissioner. Now, whoever's behind the camera is moving the camera to the person who is on the mic, which is the deputy commissioner of information. Watch.
Afternoon, everybody. Thanks for coming in. So let me just give you the run of the show real quick. We're going to have the quarterly crime briefing first, and then we'll take some on-topic crime questions about the numbers for the quarter. Then we will reset the room. We will take questions on July 4th and some off topics. All right. So again, it's going to be the crime briefing.
Sorry about that blurb. That wasn't me. But he said the run of show for the press briefing, but now he's going to take some time to re-explain it. And the camera is still on him. Watch.
And questions on the numbers for the quarter and other, questions you have for maybe the first 6 months on crime. And then we'll reset and we'll take July 4th and we'll take some off topics.
And I also want to point out that it's been alleged that he has been demoted since Commissioner Tisch has been in this position to a lower position. Still, I believe maybe executive of some sort, but not to deputy commissioner. Let's continue.
All right. So without further ado, I'll kick it
Now
over
watch as the camera comes. If you can, let's count. One,
to the
two,
mayor,
three, four,
Eric Adams.
five, six,
Thanks so much, Deputy Commissioner
seven.
Shepard, and really
How many
thank all
people?
of you for being
Okay,
here. I say it over and over again.
eight.
The prerequisite to
You see
prosperity
eight
is
people
public
sitting
safety
there
and
so far.
justice. This city must be
Okay,
safe.
nine,
It
10.
is something that
So notice how many people are sitting at the table for the second quarter press briefing.
not only I have personally dedicated my life to, but the men and women who are here have dedicated their lives to doing so. To have a former chief of department.
So he's going to take a few minutes before he starts the press briefing to talk about his team. But once again, I want you to notice who's speaking first. The mayor's speaking first. The commissioner, Commissioner Caban, is at the tabletop podium, looking over his notes, getting himself ready. And the mayor is starting it off. Let's continue.
To be the deputy mayor of public safety, first time that's happened, and to have a commissioner that has spent over 30 something years dedicated to keeping the city safe, and having his dad, who was also a member of the police department. So there is on this panel a lot of history on running towards danger so that New Yorkers won't have to experience danger. That is in our blood, and that is what we're going to continue to do. And so I'm really pleased at what Commissioner Caban and his entire team, Chief Madry, Chief of Department, Chief of Patrol, John Shell, Deputy Commissioner Daughtry, how all day, all night, I communicate with them, and they have one mission, and that is to go after the bad guys so they don't do bad things to good people in this city. And we put in place many initiatives.
You hear what he said? So this is the second quarter briefing. The mayor's starting off and saying what the plan was and what his team has done so far and what they're going to continue doing. We're not going to go through the whole thing, but he's going to pass it over to Commissioner Caban.
And those initiatives are working. Job well done, Commissioner. Now turn it over to you.
So thank you very much, Mr. Mayor.
He turned it over. I want to point out before we get to the fourth quarter briefing and why there's no third quarter briefing, I don't know. That would have been the time that there was a lot allegedly going on in NYPD with alleged raids and indictments and the mayor's own issues. There would the commissioner resigned and there was the interim commissioner coming in. There was no third quarter briefing in 2024 that I know of. If I missed it, someone tell me. So here is Commissioner Tisch on January 6, 2025, holding the fourth quarter briefing with Mayor Eric Adams. Let's look at the difference here. There's one table. The tabletop podium is in front of the commissioner. The mayor is sitting next to her. But we're going to see at the end who else was there. So we, like the other ones, we see everyone that comes because everyone is either, sitting at the table or they're walking in front. Here, we're going to see It's like the commissioner said, no, go to work. I don't need all, y'all can watch me on the screen later. Go, we need you working. We don't need 20, 30 NYPD executives at this press briefing. No need. Is everyone speaking? Who's speaking? Watch this.
We got Nicole Johnson here. This is a big day.
Okay, so the mayor cracks a little joke about a reporter being there. You know, the commissioner laughs a little bit, but watch who speaks first.
Good afternoon, everyone.
This is not how the first and second quarter briefings went. They had way more people sitting at the table. Are things different? The mayor is not speaking first.
There are plenty of details to discuss in the 2024 crime data, so we'll get right into it. Mr. Mayor.
And here she is after she's finished her report, her speech. She's the one passing it over to the mayor. This is her NYPD. She's the commissioner and she's passing it over to him. Is that what it is? Is that what's different?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Commissioner. If we could go back a few slides. Uh, go back.
He didn't speak first.
Go back. Uh, go back.
What are your thoughts? Is NYPD operating differently under Commissioner Tisch?
One more. Um, it is clear perception always overrides reality. And when you looked at some of the horrific incidents that the commissioner talked about in these last few days, the average New Yorker would believe that they're living in a city that is out of control. That is not the reality.